Today is day 6 of surviving on 1 token for 7 days, and after the amount of work put into these days, we have only 2 left. But with the rules changed, just how much further can we go from just a token? Starting off in stats, I decided to spin the token wheel before the mobs started trading me. Hopefully I would get lucky this time. Yeah, okay, never mind. I hopped in chat, and before I could say my second message, we got a trade. This one was from Spherical, who had a Kraken Mystical and a blue gummy bear, both of which I was interested in. We started bargaining, and after going to check the prices on the bazaar, we settled on 20,000 for both the gummy bear and the Kraken, gaining me yet another mystical. I headed back to chat, where after giving my supreme opinion on Pigs55's comment, who is a fellow booktuber, we hopped into a trade with Riot, who already started flexing his mysticals. Out of all 4 though, the only ones that I needed were the sword and the shuriken, the 2 mysticals from the combat pack. After a bit of back and forth, we settled on 72,500 tokens. My next trade was King Matthew, who immediately put, oh my god, a festive Anka. Bit of a history lesson, but the festive Anka was one of the first Ankas to release in Blacket history, and since it released when Blacket was just starting to pick up steam, only around 20 exist, launching the value of it near the millions. He offered the festive Anka for 12,000 tokens, launching the value of it near the millions. My duplicate Tim mystical, and I might consider, yeah, maybe not. At the end, we finished with my duplicate Tim, my sword and shuriken from the last trade, and 12,000 tokens for the festive. Yeah, moving on. My next trade was with the Butterman himself, who had a lunar Anka to offer. Butterman asked for any duplicate mystical that I have, but I didn't because at the end, we finished with my duplicate Tim, my sword and shuriken. So I offered my diamond gift, which was the closest that I had to a dupe, since I didn't have that pack at all complete. My next trade was with RIC, who apparently took some inspiration from the last video.
This is Bob. Bob edits unblooped videos. Bob forgot to subscribe. Don't be like Bob.
And offered the entire space pack for 2,000 tokens, which seemed a little suspicious considering just how large the pack was. So I decided to be a little nicer and offer a Kraken and almost 70 tokens for the whole space pack. And in 10 seconds, I got the entire space pack. Nice and easy. While checking my books, I got a trade from Sham, who offered some peeps? Nothing that I really cared about, but after confirming that he had the entirety of the spooky pack, I offered him my celestial staff for the whole pack. Cue the montage. And in another 10 seconds, I got the entire spooky pack from just a single mystical. At this point, I had enough and decided to end the day there. But from the amount of people who wanted to trade me, but couldn't, I decided to make a part 2 of my day 6. Problem was, I timed it a little too well, because in part 2, I got my 12-month badge for my account being on Blacket for 12 months. Don't ask me what happened to 7 days, I'm working on it. I got my first trade from Bussy Sus, who offered me his Kraken and Ice Slime, the worst chroma ever, you can't change my mind, for my retro pack chromas. I was fine with an extra mystical to trade around with, and I kinda wanted to finish the Ice Monsters pack, so we had a deal. Afterwards, we hopped into a trade with No Butter Jeff. No correlation to Yes Butter Jeff. He had a chroma to trade, but I wasn't really interested in it. So I asked him for any Ice Monster pack dupes, but he didn't have any. He did say that he would go get them though, so I put that on pause. At stats, we got a trade from Honkai Star Rail. Not sponsored yet, guys. And upon clicking it, Blacket crashed. So apparently a developer in Blacket named Scythe wanted to trade me the rarest book in the game, worth literally hundreds of real-life dollars for some reason. Thank the bean himself that Blacket crashed. After Scythe fixed my trade, we got back into a trade with No Butter Jeff, who now had all the Ice Monster duplicates, and we settled on a price of 1,200 tokens. What I didn't know is that he actually forgot to include one Blook, but past Unblook didn't notice that for a while. We then got into a trade with Zastix, a Blacket co-owner who had 30 Zastix Blooks and wanted to trade them to me for 7 tokens and a kiss. Yeah, no. Zastix started pulling up some of his mysticals, and we settled on my Kraken for a really shiny apple, and since he insisted, a Zastix. Pretty much right after, we got traded from Sham, again, who again offered me the peeps. I was a little hesitant since I didn't really care about the peeps, but he agreed to give me 6 Blooks and a Chroma for my Zastix. Good deal, I guess. We hopped into a trade of King Matthew, again, and he wanted... No, not that. He looked like he was going to offer a... He offered to give me the rest of the 3 packs out... Okay, fine. What do you want? What? We went back to King Matthew, who had some dupes from the packs I was missing. To be specific... Yeah, talk about Octade in part 2. At the end, we finally decided on my Spring Anka for the 1 Blook that I was missing from the Ice Monsters pack and the parts of the Gemstone pack that I didn't have. And just like that, I had finished the Gemstone and Ice Monsters pack with just a few trades. You know, I think I got quite a lot today. I mean, I finished a lot of packs and... Okay, fine, one more person. He looked like he wanted to trade the Safari pack, which was the one I didn't have, so I... Wait. We only have one more episode until this flawed series is finished, and at the end, I will be giving away this entire account in all of its glory in the Blacket Discord server. Recently, I was in a school play, and after buying a full page ad in the playbill, here's a message from the cast. Happy blooking!